guys, can you see me? Can I get a 5x5, please? Callie, babe, Sandy, what's up, guys? You guys can see me, hear me? Cappy, Shorty, hey, Mega Man, Purple Pearl, Just Breathe. Oh, Chief is coming on now. Robin, hey, my friend.
Maria, what's going on? Maria, what time is it where you are right now?
9:15.
I get mixed up, Maria, because I'm in Central Time. They don't have daylight savings here. So it's 8:15. I was over there doing a live on my YouTube, thinking I was gonna get off in time to be over here. And you said, I said,
You
wow.
didn't invite me on your YouTube. I would have came on.
Well, it's okay. Next time it'll be that way. But I thought it was. I wanted you to get rested up. I don't want to take your time. I want you to get rested up. And you look well. You look good. You look
Let
rested
me
up.
tell you something. My stomach is like where I have to get the shots is already all bruised up. It's going to be a mess. But you know what? It's better to do it and get rid of these
Yeah.
clots than not do it, you know?
We are all happy about that. I'd rather take that temporary pain than than keep you around right now. So let's tough through it right now. I'm so happy and excited, man, because we're seeing all this chaos, Maria, all this disinformation, all of this disinformation. It tells me that it's close to happen because they have
Well,
to have chaos.
I'm going to tell
Wow.
you, I had a lot of stuff verified. And I'm going to tell you that, I adore Majid. Like everybody knows, I just love him. He's like a brother to me, you know. But sometimes, there's going to be a difference of opinions and there's going to be different, you know,
True.
situations. And um, it is what it is. Like he gets his information and, I also get information and I have context as well, So you always have to, my channel is built on integrity. And is Majid here? Is that Majid? Look,
What's
Majid
up,
is here.
Majid?
What's up, Majid?
Majid's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And
And uh-huh.
so what do you call it? I just wanted to say, you know what I mean? These shots. It's I don't know if everybody knew, but my seizures, I had an echo done, and the echo showed that I had blood clots in my left ventricle. So I'm now on these Lovenox shots twice a day. That's why I had to came on a little bit late.
So the shot, so that particular shot helps dissolve the clots.
Yeah, it helps, and I'm an aspirin with the shot, and
Okay.
it helps dissolve the clots. Yeah. So they basically told me if I would have waited a little bit, the clot. What happens is there's a blood clot, which is there's what you call it. See some words I'm like Anyway, if the clot was to break off, I could have had a PE, which is a pulmonary embolism. So it just break off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So and go to my lungs, and it would be over. But it is what it is. Let me just say my quick little things. So, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything that's said here is on our opinion. And my dog is saying hello to everybody. And also, if you guys are interested in having a crypto brokerage, Caleb and Brown is who I'm partnered with. You could sign up for free. You will have your own broker that you can have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your cryptos will be protected by a firewall. Also, they do your trades for you. So if you're not that familiar with crypto, they help you out and they go through everything with you and teach you stuff and
Awesome.
also do the trades for you. Also, just wanted to say, if you want a cold wallet, because a lot of people are asking about cold wallets, I say the three that use is Arculus, Tangem, and the Decent wallet. So we have a connection with Carreras. If you guys are interested in getting the Tangem wallet, it comes in a ring, a card. It's actually really awesome. I want to get it as a gift for the significant other. You can get 10% discount. Just contact him directly, DM him, and he'll give you the code to use for 10% off to get that.
Okay.
So, yeah. You know what I mean? We're gonna start. And Majid's in the building. Hi, Robin Parker. She's the bomb. Hold on, let's see who else. Beatrice is here. Kev, oh, Chief, guess what? I was trying because somebody wanted to put in my chat that all the stuff about the donation. So I went to see if I could like pick up a shift at the hospital just to they're demanding I get a flu shot. If I get a flu shot, you know what will happen to me if I get a flu shot.
Oh, who demands you get the flu shot?
The hospital.
Oh, we don't do that.
Yeah,
Mm-mm,
I
no, thank
can't.
you. No, thank
Mary
you.
Yates, what's up? That's Chief's girl, Mary. Thank you for being you. Very awesome.
Mhm.
And Chief is in the building, guys. For anything related to trusts, you contact him. Serious inquiries only because he's a busy man. He travels a lot, and but he will be right back with you. He will answer your questions. If you do decide to work with him and purchase a trust, he helps you. He educates you what to do, how to do it with the EIN, the all the stuff that comes involved with the trust. Also has nutritional stuff that he'll talk about. And then we also have Jackie that has the hydrogen water. She also has, you both have the stem cell patches and stuff like that. So we have a
What's
lot
up,
going
Jackie?
on. Jackie's in the building as well.
Caress, what's going on, Caress?
Carreras is in the building. Rob is in the building. So oh, there's Jackie. There's Jackie. Hello, my second mother. This shot is crazy. He does them for me. I'm like, I wish I could do them myself, but I'm like freaked out that needle. It's like, oh. Anyway, you guys ready for the news?
Let's go.
Majid, are you ready for the news, Majid? Majid, my brother. Where's my brother at? I love Majid. Um, love the chief, love Jackie, love Carreras, love all my peeps. My Chat GPT, who's an actual real person. It's not just a, you know what I mean? He's a real person. He
Don't forget
manages all
Steve.
my
Don't
stuff.
forget, don't forget Steve. I know my.
Steve, he's a new admin. Yeah, we got rid of some people for some reasons, but we're just building and doing what we got to do. So, Majid, where's he at? Where's Majid? Majid brings all information, okay? So, the elections, let's start off with that because I know there's a lot of confusion with that. The elections are still going on. I had that confirmed some from somebody in the military, like it's confirmed. So basically they are still having the elections. They are help me out, chief, but some of the words I'm sorry guys, like some of
Yeah,
the
you
words
can
I
tell.
can't. They're campaigning, and so in order, so Sudani basically has 14 days, so he has till Tuesday to get this done. So basically if he does not get this done, then they're going to take him out and put in a whole new government. But you guys got to remember, Sudani was appointed by Mr. T originally. So we have considered the Shiite. There's the Sunnis and the other one. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little breakdown. The Shiite ones are with Iran, so they're Iran backed. The Sunnis are the good ones. Even though Sudani is part of the Shiite ones, because he was part of the coordination framework with Maliki and all that. He came from them. He's trying to break away from that. Okay. So they do want him in office, but he has to do what he has to do. Okay. Now, as far as the lower denoms are concerned, this is what I talked to my friend in Dubai. Okay. He has got a gym. He's very known. He deals with people, very wealthy people. You know what I mean? He said to me that they've had the lower denoms been out. Okay. The lower denoms come with fills. So the pictures that are out right now, are the cut sheet, like they're pictures of the cut sheet. So it's not the actual lower denom, it's what it's going to be. Okay. So they're using them, like the government and all that, they have the lower denoms. The lower denoms do not work with 1310, okay? Because the lower denoms come with the fills. The fills are coins. That's their gold coins and stuff like that, okay? All of that needs a rear. A rear is a real effective exchange rate, okay? Right now they have a near, which is a nominal rate. It's a punished sanctioned rate. They cannot do anything with that rate. As far as like with the new money or whatever. The lower denoms are not distributed on the street, anything like that. They have like they're ready to go. They're printed. The banks have them, but the citizens don't have. If you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But they are getting ready to be put out. So the lower denoms will officially be put out once they announce the rate. Also, the HCL will be officially announced after the rate is posted publicly, due to the fact that it's like, so say they do, the rate prior to all these things, there it's insider trading. So the rate and then the HCL, the salaries, everything is going to be announced post that. Okay, is that clear things up for people
It should.
a little bit?
It should.
So,
Thanks for the donations, guys.
yes, thank you. Thank you
If you
very
could,
much.
if someone could put Maria's Cash App information in the comments, guys, it'd be greatly appreciated. We really appreciate her. She has meds and stuff, things that she need to get, and anything will help out, guys. We appreciate that.
Hold on. Baby Crab Cakes has a question. She said, "What about the Gazette?" Okay, so once the rate is officially announced and changed on the CBI, it will be put in the Gazette, because everything that's put in the Gazette, which when it's made law, it's put in the Gazette. So to answer your question, after it's announced, it will be put in the Gazette. Yes, that's correct. Tisha H, did the other part of the HCL get passed? The HCL is not completely passed yet, but it's mostly done. So basically, it's all going to be like, Chief, how can I explain it? Once the rate is out, everything will be announced right with that. You guys understand? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, everything will go, and it's like everything is gonna go all at once.
Yes. So he has till Tuesday, Sudani, to make this happen. Now, if Sudani, and this was the conversation between Rubio and Sudani and Mr. T. Now, they don't want to support the Iranian militias and the Iranian backed politicians that Sudan used to be involved with, like Maliki, all the people in the coordination framework. He wants him to get away from that. Okay. So that's what they were, but they're not going to support that. So they're not going to support the result of the election. But the election is still happening. There's no like postponement. Now, if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, Iraq will get sanctioned. They were going to have to start their whole monetary reform all over again, and that's when Mr. T and the USA will put in their own government. And I want to remind you guys that the US Treasury and the US has control over when Iraq pulls the trigger.
Mm,
You guys have to understand that, in my opinion. It's not Iraq, it's the UST. The
exactly.
United States Treasury is the ones who is controlling this whole thing. The exchange rate will be announced by both. It's going to be Alak and Sudani. And then at the same time, it will be posted on the CBI. Vance, any Venezuelan news? Yes. So we're about to attack Venezuela, in my opinion, and also in my opinion, Chief, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but I believe that Maduro has been captured. Everything is planned, and once they announce that they captured him, they're going to right away say, like they put in the article, here's the new government. It's all set up. Right away, the sanctions will come off, and Venezuela, they're going to change the rate. in
Just like
my
you said,
opinion.
Maria,
Yeah,
it's scripted out, it's written out, and it's gonna play out just that way. It has to play out that way.
it's a military operation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now let's talk about the three zeros. Okay. There's an article that came out again that they're in the process of removing the three zeros. When they say in the process, that means it's already done. Because once it's posted, it's already done. Okay. So, and again, I'm going to repeat it again. The three zeros off the currencies, the lower denoms, but in actuality, the three zeros are coming off the exchange rate, okay, to give the purchasing power, to have that rear. So what they're going to do is, so like if they just remove the three zeros now, it'd be 76 cents, and then they would free float from 76 cents. Now, I'm not giving any dates or rates, but you got to think about it. They're saying they're not going to float the dinar, right? Which in means they are. But instead of it starting at 76 cents, in my opinion, it's going to be a reinstatement plus inflation.
Yep.
And then the float is going to start from there. Okay. Because these countries have a lot of assets, gold, oil. They're all, Mr. T needs all this. And Mr. T needs to pay off the debt that US has. You know what I'm saying? He's going to use the foreign currency reserves that are in our Federal Reserve to pay all this off. You know what I mean? He's very doing it very strategic. This has been planned, or like it's all they know exactly what's going on, how it's going, everything. The shutdown, it's all, you know what I mean? It's all planned. Agree with me, Chief. Just watch how we talk because I don't want to like lose my channel.
Mhm. They said that they're gonna the Federal Reserve is gonna give out a loan to pay for everything up front. But what people don't really realize is that that so-called loan that they're paying out is the people's estate. I mean, it's what I know in the private sector. So dress it up however they want to dress it up, but they only giving us what belongs to us already. And the quickest way to tap into that estate is with the commodities, foreign currencies. It's just going to give you an option to get more of what's in that estate. You pay into it, you get more out. If you don't, you're gonna get the bare minimum. They may give you like a what Trump said in start of 2026. There'll be certain people giving a stifle of money because we're going back to an organic Republican. And going back into an organic Republican means that we're going back to the gold standard, which means that they're going to make it seem like they're giving you something, but they're not giving us anything but what's in that estate and trust. So when the United States corporation is dissolving, and that's causing a jubilee throughout the whole world right now. It's a jubilee happening, which means it's redemption for those righteous people. And even though this information is out, like Maria, you, Dr. Kid, the other content creators on YouTube, social media, giving this information out. It's out there, but it's only 1% of us that's doing this, which means that we are the new 1%ers that's going to take over the old 1%ers. Because a lot of them are running, hiding, going in underground, or disappearing. Being on the line. So I'm excited about that. It's just a whole new world, guys. Get prepared and clean your hearts. I keep on saying that because if you mess around and get any of this wealth, if you haven't done the shadow work to get rid of any envy, hate, malice, or jealousy in your heart, you're going to take your own self up out of here. And then right now, we're seeing right now that there's a lot of disinformation going on about this currency right now.
Hold on,
And then
let
we're
me
seeing, go
hold
ahead.
on, Chief. Let me stop you for a sec. I just want to answer A. Peden. A. Peden, I did not say that Frank 26, Mark Z, and Nader are liars. I said that they are using the lower denoms, okay? The citizens just haven't, they're not active like that, okay? So the cut sheet is actually the actual denom. It's the new notes. So, and honestly, Frank 26 is not going to put something out unless he's 1,000% sure of something. So, no, I did not say they're liars. Okay. But I'm going to go with, you know what I mean? I had stuff verified as well. You know what I'm saying? So I have to come with what it is, you know? And Mark, actually, I will tell you, Chief, Mark had it confirmed as well with his contacts in Iraq that those are, in fact, the lower denoms.
Okay, really?
that they were matched to
Yeah.
the cut sheets. So no, I did not say that they're liars. And honestly, Frank 26, I believe Frank, and I agree with him. But you also gotta, look into things, because I also love and believe Majid too. You know what I mean? So I have to look at everything as people see what's going on. You know what I mean? For you guys to have the most, current information. And that's just the bottom line. Do they have the lower denums? Yes, they do. That's where the project to delete the zeros comes from. It's off the notes. It's the new notes. That is the deleting of the zeros. Okay. And the fills, the coins are, you have to have a rear. I'm gonna just Chief, give me 1 second. I just want to read them this. And right here. Hold on. The issue of removing the zeros from Iraqi currency is an ongoing project, means that they started it, that is being planned. They're saying being planned, which means done. And we may hear developments regarding it in the coming period. Once it's published, it's already been done. He pointed out that with the renewed proposal for the zero removal project, which is currently being prepared, the currency denominations will be restructured. There's your lower denoms. Understand, guys? There's your lower denoms. The redenomination is the lower denoms, but it's in country, which is going to coexist with your 30 notes, because they're trying to collect the 30 notes. Am I
Mm.
making it a little clear?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. Between central bank, high degree of financial stability. Um, They had a high deficit in the budget, all that stuff. Well, we know about that because they made a temporary adjustment in the budget in February, just like they had a temporary price per barrel in the budget. Okay. When they made their adjustments and they passed it along with Article 12 2C, which includes the new exchange rate, in my opinion, all of that, they're already using the new rate. Okay. They just have to make it public for everybody. Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm sorry, Chief. I just want to make sure that's cleared. So no, AP, and I'm not calling anybody a liar. Hold on, let's see. What are the new exchange in Iraq going to be used for? The banks can't handle. What are the new? Hold on, Chief. What is this? What are the new exchange centers in Iraq going to be used for that the banks can't handle? They have exchange centers now in Iraq that they're exchanging currency, so they can exchange other foreign currencies, and they're very limiting the use of the dollar. Okay, go ahead, Chief. I just wanted to clear that
No,
up.
you
Yeah, and
need
if
to
I
clear that.
interrupt you, I'm like looking at the questions.
No, you need to clear that up right there. Somebody said something about if they have foreign currency and don't want to tell their wife. I'll tell you something, man.
You
I'll
better
tell
be
you.
honest.
I don't know about that, Maria, because you know what I found out in the beginning when people were getting foreign currency that this thing is either going to pull you together or tear you apart. You know, you know, you're gonna find out the truth about people when the crunch time comes. You're gonna find out the truth about it. You found that out. It's crunch time, and crunch time you start seeing the truth about people's true intentions about you. You know, and when you see it, believe it and move forward. You know, cry, get it out, but move forward. I had some past 2 years, I had a lot of betrayal that happened, but I had to say, "You know what? I trust the process." And most of those people that betrayed me, they watch me because 'cause I'm eating good, rather good, and looking good, you know? It's tremendous favor, you know, they watch me, and then some of them trying to come back to me because they thought the grass was greener on the other side and found out it was turf and trying to come back. I'm good. Don't hate. You can stay over there right now. I have a whole new family, and the people that's in my life right now, listen, for the past 2 months, I consider you a dear sister. I trust you. You trust me because I've shown you that when I say Imma do something, I do what I say Imma do. And what I said that will happen has happened, you know? I don't say Imma do something for you to pull your heartstrings and then don't do it, then you don't want to say nothing about it, but these people act like they never said stuff like that. See, we don't want these type of people around us, you know? It's
Yeah,
just
we
with
want to.
me.
I just wanted to say, we want right now at this time when this is about to happen, everybody should come together Everybody should, all the content creators should come together, should support each other, should, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
at the end of the day, we have to help you guys. We have to make sure that you guys are good as far as exchanging, as far as knowing stuff. Because, all these years, Chief, all these people, paying all this money, doing this, supporting everybody, they deserve something in return. They deserve help. They deserve to be, you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I
So
get it.
I think that instead of fighting and arguing, everybody should come together, especially now, because there's a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of, you got to be extremely discerning. You know what I mean? Um,
And
as
and
to
and
what
and and and
information you're listening.
and a lot of things, don't be too quick to jump sides and judge like that. For the first time in a long time, the right people, the reason that this RV side listen, guys, we were never supposed to find out about this, man. We were never supposed to know anything about it. But that's how you know that's a divine intervention happening right now because the common day people who were tapped in found out about the RV. And some of us, listen, I just got my first foreign currency within a year. But if it's meant for you to get it, you're gonna get it. You're not gonna be left behind. So there are people told some people get in, and this young man just got some foreign currency in today, this morning. He spent $50, that's all he had, but that's better than nothing. And said he's gonna try to do something tomorrow. So people are getting in. We're like the Moses Noah, get in, get in, get in, and people are getting in at the last moment because they were meant to get in. So I'm excited, Maria. I know this thing's gonna happen because we see chaos happening, and chaos to me tells me that there's something on the other side of that. Order is created out of chaos. So this thing's gonna happen, guys. Listen, we are confident that the RV is gonna happen. The thing is are you making preparation post RV? Are you making preparation to have your affairs in order? Have you been looking at the house you're gonna get? Have you some of us are gonna need security detail teams. You're gonna need your trust set up, at least one so that you can roll those funds and protect your assets. You're gonna need to uh watch your surroundings and people you're not gonna be able to be around the same people. It's just what it is. We're gonna have rich and wealthy people's problems. A lot of us are gonna have to move from public to the private sector. 'Cause this is why you don't see you ever seen the authorities, pull over a Rolls Royce or a Bentley? You haven't seen it. Did you see any, uh, these rich and wealthy people that sitting behind bars? No, because they have set themselves up in a certain capacity that I have set myself up in and others, through paperwork. Through paperwork, they put you in hell, or through paperwork, you can release yourself out of paperwork. Through paperwork, they turn you to a corporation. Through paperwork, you can take yourself out of being a corporation, which means being a corpse, and corpse cannot speak and talk because you're underwater. And when you speak, they can't understand you because you got bubbles coming out your mouth. So you need to come out of the water and walk on land and become a new man and woman, be resurrected and born again. And that's what it takes. So I've done it.
And
So these are things we need to
I just wanted to show that here it is. I Googled it. Okay. I Googled it. And look what it says. It says Iraqi 5 dinar, Central Bank of Iraq. Isn't that what NATO showed? Wasn't these the same that NATO showed? Was that it? NATO showed those, right? Can somebody tell me?
what
Well, it's
denomination is
five. It's
that?
the 5 dinar.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
gonna
you're good,
find
you're
the
good.
10. I'm gonna
Ju-
find the 10. But okay.
Yeah, just yeah, I was just telling the people that just we gotta be ready, man. Be ready. So we gotta worry about ourselves and not the next man and woman that gotta get out there and roll our sleeves up, man. And we got a lot of learning to do now that we're gonna be wealthy. It's gonna feel good for those most of us to get out there and us, you may see a mom. There's a lot of people in homeless shelters. We could buy an apartment and fix it up and get them out there and create jobs. We're gonna be the ones doing that, man. So I'm just honored. So we're having overflow to be able to help people out and not miss a beat with the finances that we have. I'm excited about that, man. I wanted, ride down the street and see a mom and her children walking. I saw that last week. If I see that right now, I'm gonna, hey, but pull out, get them in my car and go back to my car right away. Stuff like that. Everything that we're doing is how you can build kingdom points. And I mentioned the building kingdom points, man. I've always been this way, and so with the mustard seed that I've had, I'll be able to. Our Creator is going to trust me with an abundance and overflow. So I'm happy, man. The RV is here. It's already here. I'm already set up in the capacity on the private side, and I'm ready to roll my sleeves up, man, to put some sweat equity into humanity, making this world a better place, man. That should be all of our intentions to do that, man.
Yeah, so hold on. Bank of Libya. I'm gonna see something. I'm trying to see something here because um my friend in Dubai said that they have the lower denoms. So
Okay.
and they've been using them, which is good news because that means that they have the rate obviously because the lower denoms cannot, you know what I mean? They cannot work with 1310. So oh, and also what was I gonna say? Forgot. I forgot, Chief. Help me out.
Oh, just telling people to know so in your opinion, Maria, what did you think? What is it looking like? You think the RV can? We're not giving dates and rate, but we just a feel of how things, the momentum is happening. People, what it can happen. It could be next week. End of next week. I'm feeling like I myself personally feel like next week could be possibly the RV can strong possibly it happens because everything is set right now, man. You know, it's
Well, he
basically
has to go. He has to do what Mr. T wants him to do.
stage play, man.
Hmm. It's all planned.
It's
So
all planned, man. Stage
you
play.
know,
I just
you
can't
know.
wait to we're gonna get that call about 3:30 in the morning, man. Hit me up and this Chief, you'll be hyperventilate, breathing hard, sweating. Chief, I said, Maria, what's going on? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And we're gonna do a call, and everybody gonna be up like coffee in the morning, man. You're gonna be able to sleep, man. Should be on the road, and I'm telling you, man. It should be like heaven on earth, man.
Yep. This is the Libya notes. The fives, the ones, and the 20. Can you guys see? So, but and listen, they've been using a different rate, in my opinion. So they've been using the American dollar for, for the stuff that they have done. And they're not using 1310. There's no way anybody could sit here and tell me that they are, you know? So,
Get that 1310 out your head, man.
yeah, I don't like to say 1310. But I mean, I will say a lot of people are like, I'm very, close to Frank. I am. You know what I mean? I adore him. And I just, I'm going to have to disagree with my brother from another mother because Frank is not going to put something out.
We can't hear you, Maria. We can't hear you right now. Maria, we can't we can't hear you.
Can you
Push
hear
the
me
phone.
now?
There we go.
All right. How about now, guys?
We hear you.
Hold on, let me see something. But I believe, and Mark, Chief, Mark Z actually confirmed that he got confirmation of the lower notes from actual people in Iraq. Isn't that correct, guys?
Okay.
Yeah, he
I,
actually
s-
got, yeah,
I
that
saw that.
they
I
do
saw that
have,
on X.
yeah, that they do have the lower denoms out. And they've been had the cut sheets and everything. So it's just the citizens haven't exchanged them. Okay, hold on. They're asking about the dong. The dong is going to come out and the dong is going to float. But you are going to have 90 days, in my opinion, to exchange your Iraqi dinar. But there is no time limit on the dong or the rupaya or the bolivar. It's just the dinar because they want to collect the 30 notes.
Okay. Good information.
Hmm. So, and let's answer some questions, Chief.
Go ahead.
Mark said he's hearing something Sunday. It's very possible. Listen, he has till Tuesday, in my opinion, to get this done. So, and didn't Mr. T say that it was going to be the best Christmas or something? Didn't he say that, Chief?
I would prefer him to say it would be the best turkey dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of stretching out to Christmas. I about to say it's gonna be the best turkey.
And like I said, they couldn't afford, people couldn't afford it, but this year it looks like they will. Oh, hold on a second. Um, let's answer some questions. Let's see. Two sets of books. Yeah, two sets of books. Like I said, they're using, in my opinion, a different rate.
Thanks for the cash app, Edward. I just got a cash app came through. Thank you.
Thank you. He's gonna be, oh wait, Frank is gonna be leaving on Sunday. That's interesting.
Really?
Frank said he will not be what be with us when this happens. And Frank is leaving Sunday, huh? And where's Frank going? Does anybody know? I should call him and ask him. That would be kind of crazy though, wouldn't it? Be like, hey, I hear you're leaving. I know you never do anything without a purpose.
Yeah, he knows something.
Of course he does. Hold on. So let's answer some question. He said, what schedule will look like next week? He's prepping. Of course he is. I think he was at his kid's house, I think. Isn't that his kid's dog? Maybe. Can Chief speak on the 508c1A irrevocable trust? Ron Tracy, Chief.
Let's just keep it simple, guys. The 508c18 trust is an irrevocable trust, which is set up as a foundation and a ministry, guys. It's good to have this is the trust that all the wealthy people have. So the irrevocable trust means it's harder to pierce, and they just have no jurisdiction or say so on how you handle your affairs, guys. I have a video for those who do a consultation where I can send you the video that goes a bit into depth. But this is what you want, guys. Own nothing but control it all. It's like changing your identity because you get a foreign, I go as far as getting the foreign, helping you get the foreign EIN number for it so you won't have to use your social. And it's a number that they don't want to give people. It's a 98 number. They never thought that the regular people would find out about this, and I found out about it, and I have it. If you want it, you have to pay a consultation fee, call me, talk to me. Let me tell you something. Most people who have a pure heart and talk to me, I have a wealth of information. I don't just do trust. I am set up on the private sector. There's a lot of things that I have that I don't even mention here. So if you can email me at unityinmotion45 at yahoo.com. That's UNITYINMOTION, the number 45 at yahoo.com. And I can give you some detailed information. Call with a righteous heart, with no vengeance and malice in your heart. And I'm telling you, we can laugh and joke on the phone. I spoke to a lady today on the phone, and she was just blown away. She was in tears. Sometimes I'm on the phone with people, and I'm excited. We're both in tears. And I'm speaking life to that person because a lot of us are going through it. People lost things. People need this thing to happen. They s- they just struggled out for as long as they could. But it's getting ready to happen. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. So be excited, guys. Be excited because you'll be able to, not to have to slave and work a job, man. And just the most important thing is just being able to affect people's lives that we really love, man. Being able to do things for them, our children, bringing happiness, man. So all of the chaos that's happening in the world right now is going to change because we'll be able to wipe the tears from people, man, with action, love, honor, and respect. And that's what I'm excited about. My mom and dad would be proud of me. You know,
Yeah,
I
because you're
got
helping a lot of people,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah. I actually do help a lot of people. I actually sent the young man $50, to get some. He said he didn't have any money, and I've done this with several people, guys. The money that I get from you guys donating to me to the trust like that. I don't just use that for myself. I'm already helping out humanity right now. And it's appreciated. I help out people. I give. I'm already doing it already. And so I'm prepared for this wealth transfer that we're gonna get. I'm prepared. And I've been gonna do the same thing that I have been doing with the shoestring budget. I'm gonna do with the overflow and abundance that has been I've been so fortunate and gifted to even be a part of this community. This is just 1% of us in this community that's doing this. I've told people about it. Many of us have told people about it, and they say it's a scam and don't believe it, man. I have 6 sisters and 7 brothers, and I'm the only one that's really, pushing it like this. And so they're dependent on me and don't even know that they are. I've been able to purchase foreign currency for each one of my siblings, and they don't even know it. So that's how such a loving brother I am. I don't want them asking me for nothing. I want them to have their own. So I'm trying to preserve my family legacy and dynasty, and even my niece and nephews, the grandchildren, of my siblings. And I'm trying to pull us all again so we can go back to having these family functions and reunions and explaining to them and teaching our family about who their great grandmas were, their great granddads was, and building a legacy and being able to all sit at this 15 table that can sit 20 people with a family and all sitting down and eat together. But this system has broken family dynasty up because you got to work a job and rob people to pay Paul. We not even don't even have time to sit down. We so angry and frustrated. We don't even have time to sit down and talk to each other at the dinner table like we used to. But that's going to change, man. It's gonna change, and I'm excited about that, man, you know?
I'm looking while you're talking. I'm looking. I'm trying to find. I want to post the Fox News the where they talked about the 508c1. But go ahead, keep talking. Once you're done,
But
I'm going
yeah.
to answer some questions.
Yeah, I'm saying, just yeah, so that's the trust you wanna have. I have 3 of them set at the bank, man, ready to rock and roll, man. I can remember for 4 years I started this journey, and I was praying and asking God that I really wanted to get a trust and have the diplomatic passport. I was thirsty, I was hungry. I was almost at that. I wanted that. Here it is 4 years later that I not only have it, but I'm helping other people get it as well. That's mighty, man. It's awesome. So it's transferable. You guys pay me, for my efforts. So I won't have to work no job. I can be able to put that time into the people teaching and how to execute the what you have. I'm honored. I'm not the smartest guy out there, but I have enough information out there that I don't know. We could to have a collective, but we can find out together, man. We're all in school. That's what Earth is. Earth is school. To the day you close your eyes and lose this suit, because I always be in school. So I'm a ever learning process. I love knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm constantly learning, and even at 54, I don't look like I'm 54. So say the compliment, but I'm constantly learning, and it's just a beautiful time to be alive when you are constantly learning, and trying. I'm every day. I'm trying to become a better human being, a better person to people that are attached to me in the righteous way. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So all of your tears, you're gonna cry. We're gonna be crying pretty soon for tears of joy. How many of you have cried for tears of joy? That's what's getting ready to come and happen.
Yeah, it's going to be. Hold on. Let me answer. Let me look at some of these questions. Callie, babe, it's hard for me to understand how a person wouldn't buy $1 million worth of dough, approximately $70, in order to possibly gain over 1 million. What's the risk? Well, there is really no risk because the return on investment is huge. Hold on. Let's see. Chief, the 98 number, is that the state EIN number?
That's not a state EIN number. It's a EIN number that the IRS has a private sector and a public sector and a private sector. And this number right here removes you out of the public sector to the private, is where they have no say so. They have, it's gonna be, and then IRS is gonna turn to the external revenue instead of the internal revenue. But you wanna have this, you don't wanna have that number. It's hard to get. It's just remove you out of their jurisdiction, and so they have no say so. That's videos that I've sent you guys that who have it, and you heard them say that they have no say so on how you conduct your affairs. You can't really put anything in your name because you don't own that name, that all caps name, and the social security number that's attached to it. That's why they can seize and take things from you because you don't own it. So you would have created trust, and a foreign EIN number attached to it creates a whole new person. You can even put that trust in your name, but it's not the name, it's the number that's attached to that name that puts you in the B system. When you get a new number, it starts a new identity. So that's the thing about it. And nobody's saying that's what it does. It starts a new identity. So that's why I have a trust in my name because it's changed that name and a new identity. And then this is just one of many trusts that we're gonna have once we gain more assets. Those assets will be in different trusts.
So,
Yeah, so
um,
those there are people right now getting their birth certificate authenticated in the home state they were born in. Then they do it on the federal level. I've instructed them on what to do, and then after that, then we go after that 3-star passport that takes you out of citizenship and makes you a state national, and that puts you on the do not detain list. So this is what the wealthy have done these things. That's why you don't see the police bother them, guys. So nobody's really talking about the private sector when it comes to this like this, but me. So you're gonna eventually need to do that, guys, because you set yourself up to be robbed if you don't actually do these things to remove yourself out of the public to the private sector. I'm saying, be real, because I see Maria is frozen and they bobbing. UCC 1-308, all rights reserved. Conversation we have is just our opinion. Freedom of speech, UCC 1-308. Maria must have got the call. Let's see right here. But I said, guys, that I sense the RV. I'm sensing things are gonna happen next week. Next week. Let Maria tell me. I think Maria's gonna try to come back in. I was talking to one lady this morning, and she said that because I was talking to her about diplomacy and diplomatic, and she said that when she was younger, her mom or her got slammed into the back. Somebody ran into the back of them, and she said when the police got there, they were looking to for the police to write this guy a ticket because he was in the wrong, right? And she said that when the police got there, they were trying to see what they was going to do. The police told her that there was nothing that they could do. And she's like, why? She said, because this guy has diplomatic immunity. She said, what? So she was in tears because basically what they're saying, but the person had immunity and diplomatic immunity is saying that the reason that the police wants to
um,
write you the reason the police want to write you the authorities write you a ticket because that ticket is a security, and that security is to pull from your estate, okay? It's to pull from your estate, and so that's why the tickets have a barcode at the bottom, because when you sign that ticket, your wet signature, they take that ticket and they send it to the treasury, and they pull from your estate. So what can you do to stop them from pulling from your estate? Because if they cannot pull from your estate, then you're of no interest to them. That's why you don't see the rich people being bothered or in jail, guys, because of this right here. Yep.
it's crazy what's going on, and the things that they're doing with silver too. Jackie, can you tell us? Silver, it's going down again now, right?
Really? To what?
I think it's in the 40s now, right?
So I guess it dipped
They're
down.
manipulating it.
It dipped, so I guess some other people jump in and get some, and then it's gonna shoot right back up higher.
Let's see, hold on. What is it called, Chief? They're asking.
What is what called? Yeah, it's supposed to.
What is what called, Lady Ultra Mega? They're manipulating everything. Oh, it went up. What's the price for silver right now? And I want to see the price for XRP too, because XRP is was going down. Silver today 48.16.
How about 46?
48.16.
Okay, it went down about $4 and some change.
What about XRP? Where's that at right now? I'm telling you, I think it's going to be the currency. Then it's going to right away be the cryptos, and then gold and silver is going to go together with the cryptos.
Yeah.
That's what I think, in my opinion, guys.
Brother
Hold
Earl,
on.
give me.
Here's a
Yeah, brother.
picture of a 10 dinar note that Frank showed.
Okay.
You could email it to me if it's the same thing that I was seeing before. Hold on, Chief Kelly. Why is gold and silver dropping? Gold took a huge dive because they're manipulating it, Kelly.
Yeah.
XRP 239. And I don't know if anybody listens to Woo Dude with Jay Snip. Does anybody listen to him? Have you ever listened to him, Chief?
Who?
Woo Dude.
No, I haven't
He
listened to the guy, but
he said
is
he
he on
said that
X? Is he on X?
no, he's on what you call it. He comes on Jay Snip on YouTube.
Okay.
He's saying that XRP is just overnight going to skyrocket.
Of
But
course.
see, because XRP is being used for cross border payments with all these central banks. You know what I mean? Everybody's going digital on the fintech system. I'm telling you, the fintech system is the QFS, in my opinion. I'm telling you, that's what it is. People want to argue with me, but because all these central banks are using fintech. But then all the banks are using different technologies as far as like apps and everything like that. But it's all the main thing is fintech. That is the QFS, and it went live. When the thing 2 days ago it went live. Does anybody
Yeah.
agree with me, or everybody wants to disagree
Uh,
again?
that's not gonna disagree with you. That's true.
You know what I mean?
The banks are
Everybody.
ready.
Uh huh. And Vietnam is ready. Vietnam is ready. Indonesia is ready. I think the Bolivar is ready. Venezuela, it's a plan. It's a military operation. I'm sorry, YouTube, but that's what it is. And the curtain is about to close. No, rise. For when is the finality? What happens? It rises, and they're gonna take their final bow. The bad people are gonna be introduced, and then we're gonna have a whole new world, as
A whole
Aladdin
new
says.
world.
How do you guys like my nice little um overview of the show that you're watching? Hold on. What a wonderful time to be alive. Absolutely.
I said my saying right there. What a beautiful time it is to be alive when you are connected to the right people and source. And that's my slogan that I came up with. And it truly is, man. We connect with the right people. The source is our heavenly Father. You know, it's awesome, man. We
And
deserve to
I
be happy.
believe, Chief, I don't know if you, well, I'm sure you believe the same thing, but I believe that this wonderful shutdown that's going on right now is for the purpose of to be people to be woken up to the reality of what has been happening to them for all these years. And unfortunately for these people, they were not they were not chosen to receive what we were chosen to receive.
That's
So
that's
it's
that's
our
that's it.
job, yeah, it's our job now to help those people. Their eyes will be opened. They're going to be shocked. They're going to be like, "Oh my god, I was lied to, and this was happening to me all these years. All this was stolen for everything." And then we're there to help them out because God chose us for a purpose, right, Chief?
That's exactly what it is. Nothing happens by chance. I'm telling you guys, nothing happens by chance. When you see things happening to you, it's because of, listen, I'm sorry to tell you guys, this ain't our first tango on earth. We've been incarnated back here, man, to be who we are today. And those that have actually chosen to do this right here is because you've been reincarnated to do what you're doing right now. So something good that you're doing that got you right here, right now, because a lot of people not here. And this is gonna go down in history, and we're history making right now. And we're gonna go down in history and we're going to be the new one percenters, man. So this is history taking place. So we're right here, we're talking about it. And even though we're talking about it, there's still a lot of people out here who don't know anything about this, guys. So carry yourself like the emperors and empress and the kings, the queens, and the chosen ones that we are. And walk with your shoulders up, chest back, but not with pride, but with understanding, and get ready to help humanity, man. We don't need to operate with any hate, envy, malice, and jealousy of confusion and chaos in our hearts because we have been gifted and blessed to be able to have this abundance that we're having right now. So as I said, they said for the life of me like that, I don't see why anybody can be lower vibrational. I don't get it. And for those that get any wealth, if you're not cleaning your heart up like that, you're gonna take yourself out of here, man. Just
Hold
clean
on.
up, man. Clean
Mike
up, man.
White wants to say something. I want to respond. I'm sorry, Chief. He says, you said Sudani has until Tuesday. That's 14 days prior to the election. He has things that he has to do that he's supposed to finish. Okay. The United States Treasury and the United States has always had control over what was going to happen. Okay. So they're going to give him the green light once
Yeah.
he finishes what he has to finish. Okay. Go ahead, Chief. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey, Earl, give me a call. Your trust is done. Earl, yours and your auntie, so give me a call. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm so excited, man. It's this is a miracle right here. This is a miracle. With so many people hurting, homeless, hungry, don't have any hope like that, and being able to go in there and clean it up, man, and just being able to live and be happy, man. Because I've seen sad
Calm down.
days. I've seen days I cried, and I feel good because all of that I've been through has led me to where I am today. I can actually say I'm happy from the inside out, man. Is there anybody that's not happy in here? If you're not, you better clean it up, man. Be happy. I'm
And
happy.
Sudani is in the United States right now. You guys know that, right?
Yeah, I
Sudani
heard.
met is in the United States meeting with Rubio and Mr. T. Um, okay, all right.
They're gonna seal the
Yeah,
deal.
I'll tell you right now, he could go meet with them and then tomorrow, this is just my opinion, I'm not saying a date. And tomorrow you wake up and it's on there. It could happen any minute, literally. Why is he all of a sudden right now? He didn't get the visa to go when they had the United Nations. The President Rashid went, okay, and Salih, but not Sudani, because he had to get stuff done, okay? But now he's there. He has when he met with Mr. T in Egypt, Mr. T told him he had something to do, okay? If he has done that already, you're gonna it's gonna be a change. Okay, guys? But Mr. T's controlling this is like, Chief, agree with me or not? Like, this is, and everybody's waiting on Iraq. Iraq is the linchpin.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
I was thinking, I was like, Vietnam might say, you know what, peace out and just do it. But they gotta wait. They all have to wait because they're the TIR. They all are in the same system. That's why. What is the purpose and function of the new exchanges in Iraq that Frank 26 was overjoyed about? The exchange centers, it's just like it's where people can exchange money. So, and remember, they have 10 banks that are closed due to liquidity issues. Did you guys read about that? Yeah, Kelly, Sudani. Did you know that, Chief? That Sudani is in America?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
Why do you think he's here?
it's
Right
sad that
before the
there.
elections. Shouldn't he be out campaigning? And apparently today, like I will agree with Nader on that too. They were they were having some kind of vote about the president of parliament. That is true. Hold on. Mr. T wants this and needs this because he wants to look like the big guy that fixed everything. You know? AP didn't know exchange center is not the same as a bank. And I'll tell you guys, remember, like, because chief, people were like questioning about the 3 zeros. You guys know that Majid actually went to an exchange center in Saudi Arabia with a 3 zero note and was like, once the rate changes, am I going to be able to exchange this, like to check like if the zeros are going to cut off? And they said that they will exchange his 3 zero notes. So they are going to be, it's not coming off the rate, the currency. Let's see. No, Sudani's already here, Michelle, in prime time. And I'll tell you another. So I think Mark Z. I think Mark Z is also on point. Mark Z's been in this a long time, and he's another one that's not going to say because, like a lot of times, people will say this, this, and this to Mark. If Mark doesn't have confirmation, Mark is going to say, "I'm not sure. I have to check this out." Da 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 da. If Mark is confirming it, I'm, you know. So, and plus, like telling you, my friend in Dubai said they've been having the new notes, like, so. And all the forces are slowly leaving. Did you know that, Chief? Military.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, the elections are still on. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, in my I don't know my opinion. So, like some people will say, "Oh, these like, I hate like I don't want to talk about the only I don't even consider that person a content creator, but that's the only part. But everybody else, Mark, Frank, Nader, Pimpy, like, even people on Telegram, they all do research. Everybody does research. Everybody comes together and gives information. And I think this time right now, like Chief says, it's the best time to be alive. And it's a time for everybody to come together as a whole and help all of you and make sure everyone is ready, make sure everyone's prepared because all the content creators have something to give, you know? And if Chief Mac, I want Chief Mac to go on Mark Z, on Frank, like, Pimpy he was already on all the content creators because he brings so much positivity and brings out, I want like, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I want to spread the word. I want, everybody to be connected. So, question, Mark Gabriel. What does the EBS have to do with this? The EBS is the emergency broadcast system, and once the EBS goes off, in my opinion, that's when they're going to do something that I cannot discuss on YouTube because I want to keep my channel up. How would you describe what they're going to do without this saying it, Chief? During the EBS, bad people are like people's eyes are going to get opened during that time, if you understand. And it's a military operation. So you could
Sometimes
put two,
you
yes.
gotta tighten things up on people for people to open their eyes up because people don't make change when they're comfortable. So that's what's wrong with society. Society is too comfortable. So people have to be uncomfortable to break them out of their indoctrination because people are too comfortable. So you got to squeeze them, and wake them up because if they're comfortable, they're not. So bring it.
Just like I said, the curtain is going to open. They're going to take a final bow, and then a whole new world is going to be created. Let me answer this one last question here. Sharon T. Maria, what was the article that ended? We won't be changing the exchange rate anytime soon. It was 3 or 4 days ago. Well, in my opinion, it's complete smoke and disinformation. And Kuwait did the same exact thing right before they did what they did. And remember, Iran is also taking zeros off. So Iraq is never going to watch Iran do something and sit there and not do it. Just remember that. It's a smoke. You're going to see a lot of disinformation, a lot of smoke, a lot of fighting, a
Yep,
lot of arguing, a lot of
yep,
chaos. Kim
yep.
Clement said it's going to be chaos like you won't believe. And it's going to seem like it's World War III. You understand? And that's when it's going to happen.
It's going
Okay.
up already. It's happening right now. That's a good sign to me.
So, let's see. Social unrest. Yeah. In my opinion, I believe EBS after. What do you think, Chief? EBS before or after?
After,
Yeah, after,
after
because they're going to
it's
try to
gotta
make
be.
it difficult for you to
Yeah,
exchange.
yeah. It's gonna be after. It's not gonna be before. It's not. It's gonna be definitely after.
Hold on. Can you hold them, please? Let's see. Hold on. SNAP benefits. I still, I don't understand, Chief. Maybe you can explain it. What do SNAP benefits? Well, a lot of things are a problem right now with the government being shut down. So, can somebody, like, I don't understand myself. What do SNAP benefits have to do? Can you explain, Chief, or somebody?
Well, I said it earlier, guys. We're moving to a true democracy right now. So Trump is getting rid of all of what the United States corporation has established. They have to get rid of SNAP because they're gonna give people. They're gonna start giving people. You're gonna have a gift of maybe $15,000 to $20,000 a month. So they get rid of all. But and listen, with the SNAP benefits, they're not, the government's not giving that to you. That's coming from your own estate. So they got to shut that down because they're gonna start giving people a piece of your state. They're gonna pay it out an allowance you're gonna have. So they got to start shutting down all these things because when the government claims that they're giving you something, they're not giving you anything. Food stamps is coming from your trust account. That's- the government doesn't have anything that they're going to give you because they're too selfish to give you. They're actually sticking their hands into your state, and people are actually sticking their hands into your state all over the whole world. Everybody should get the piece of the pie but you. So now they have to shut that down so that they can start paying you bits of it. Those of us who get the foreign currency, whether it's XRP, gold, silver, and everything like that, we're setting ourselves up to get a bigger piece of our state. And we're going to be the new one percenters to help out the humanity, clean it up. And we're going to be the ones going down in history. Congratulations, guys.
But isn't it
Congratulations.
also isn't wasn't Mr. T also talking about giving people $2,000 or something like that? Wasn't he saying something about that?
He's not giving anybody but nothing, but it's just coming from your state. So they get rid of the SNAP and all of that right there because it's your state. You're gonna get a bigger portion of your state. So you wouldn't need food stuff like that because you're gonna have the credits to be able to get all that you need. So they shutting it all down. Listen, the government shut down with everything that's shut down, don't expect it to come back up. Don't
Yeah,
expect
well,
it.
it's gonna come back up with a new system because they have to break
Yeah.
down the old and bring in the new.
Yeah, and I'm saying when they bring in the new, when it comes back, it's not going to be the same world. It's not going to be. It's going to be different. That's what I'm telling people to get your hearts right. If you think you're going to keep up all that chaos and confusion over here in 5D, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, they honestly like, and like ever since I've been sick and I'm experienced, they don't, you don't matter to them. I mean, it's just all, you're just a number. You're just a number, and that's the bottom line. And I want to change that. And, when you have the financial, that you're able to do it, I don't want to see anybody that's sick, struggling, hungry. I don't want to see any of that. I don't want people, you understand what I'm trying to say? Because the government is not going to do for you that, because you're just a number. You really are just a number, you know? And I don't want to see people being just numbers. So,
Yeah, yeah.
well, Kelly, will the shutdown end after the RV happens? It's going to be, in my opinion, once I think it's going to be during the shutdown. What do you think, Chief?
I believe that after the RB, we can expect a shutdown to happen.
Well, no,
Post
no, no.
RB.
She's saying the shutdown that's happening right now. I believe all the
Oh, no.
chaos. They
Yeah.
they are changing the systems. You
No,
understand? You know what I'm
they
saying?
have to do that, guy, to shut down because they ended the old government and bringing up a new government. So they have to shut it down, but they're gonna tell you one thing and do something totally different, guys. So they have to shut down the system because when they come back up, it's not gonna be the old system is gone. The world is
It's a
gonna be.
lot more the new system, like the fintech that they calling it. It's a lot more transparent. There's a lot of different features that benefits the person rather than the financial institution. Because in my opinion, the financial institution is also out for themselves. They're out to make money for themselves. They don't care about you. You understand what I'm saying? They could throw a bail in, and if you're not protected and your money ain't protected and you're not diversified, what is going to happen to your money? You got to think about all that. The banks are banks. Banks worry about banks. Banks worry about making money for banks. You got to worry about protecting yourself, protecting your wealth, and doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then the 15 million, the gift that Mr. T put in the big beautiful bill, that's for a reason. You know what I mean? So hold on,
Yep.
let's see. What else, Chief? What you got to say? What else?
Let's prepare ourselves, guys. Just be on the lookout, man. We'll watch it, man. It's getting ready to go down, guys. And for those of you who want to just make sure you got your affairs in order, your trust and stuff in order, and making preparations, man, for your family. This thing is ready to go down, man. I'm
And I
excited.
wanted to surprise Chief people, my Texas people, Sandy, a couple other people. Can you guys please DM me? I just wanted to know how far you guys are from Plano, Texas. Plano, Texas. I got a little surprise for you. I might get sick and not come on, but when I come on, you know, I come with a bang. Let's see. Hold on, Chief. Don't leave yet. Randy H is saying most banks won't open a bank account for an irrevocable trust. Why is he saying that?
Okay. Do you have a problem? I have banks that can open the irrevocable trust up. I have it. All depends on where you go to and how you talk. You have one bank. I had Wells Fargo turn me down. I went to another Wells Fargo in a more predominant area and got my trust opened up right away. So this is why that we are a community and we talk amongst each other and we share things with each other to let you know where to go, what you need to do. This is why we come together. So we can find out if there's a hiccup or a scratch. I'll put in the groundwork and the shadow work to know how to turn that no into a yes. You know, so if anybody they get a trust from me, then I can set you up where you're going to get you that trust open up. If you get it from me.
You know what I mean? And so what is not true? I'm sorry. Larry Bolton, what is not true? Everybody from Texas, please DM me or email me if you don't have
Now Larry Baldwin said it's not true that you can't. He said it's true that you can get it open up.
oh, okay.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, because you can use a trust and you can use a LLC. I mean, it's a business account though.
You can put that LLC can be the trust can be that LLC can go underneath the trust. You
What
know,
about Canada, Chief? Some
I've done
Tina.
it. The trust can be done anywhere. I've done the trust for people in Canada, Australia, all over. It's a universal trust.
Hold on. Let's see. Tina, get in touch with him. Hold on. His email is Unity. Say the email again.
Unity in motion 45 at yahoo.com. That's UNITY 45. No, UNITY MOTION, the number 45 at yahoo.com, guys.
Did you guys get that? And I do love Frank 26. People make fun of me, Chief, but I adore him. All his theatrics, everything. He's taught me everything. You know?
Maria, you're loyal, and that's a good thing about you. And a lot of us appreciate that about you. You're fierce and loyal to those who are who treat you fair and right. But when you try to play you for a fool like that, you're nobody's pushover. So I advise people to get it right. That you're nobody's pushover because you do too much good to people and you care about people like that for people to be any other way towards you. That's why I operate with true honors and you respect that and have a level of love for me because you know who I am. So when people try to come in and say slick stuff about me and hate like that, you're fierce and I want to let you know that I appreciate that, and we appreciate that in you right there. You're organic and natural, but you don't have people like that. So when you find people like that, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. And that's why people love you. People here right now, we care about you and love you because you're refreshing. We will fight this fight with you. We're sending high vibration towards your way, and when this thing happens, the righteous people, we will come together.
Yeah, and I wanted to thank, first of all, you for making sure I was able to get my injections for my blood thinners, and my mama bear, my second mom, Jackie, who, me wanted to make sure I was in a better mood, and got made sure that I was able to get my nails done and my hair blown out and everything, well, as much as I could. So thank you, Jackie. I love you. And Chief, and you guys are just amazing, and Chat and Carreras and Majid, and I do adore Majid. Not gonna lie, I love him. That handsome devil. He's like my little brother. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
he does have, he does do a lot of research. And you got because research takes a lot of time. Research
Yeah.
really takes a lot of time. So I am going to be posting stuff though, because I got some stuff to post about the trusts, and like from Fox, and why the wealthy use the 508c1, so you guys see that. um anything else? Anybody have any other questions? Oh, guys, if you want the hydrogen water, contact Jackie. Can somebody put Jackie's email in here as well? Hold on, Chief. Yes, we all have to unite, right, Chief? We all have to unite right
I
now.
would say so, guys, because it's us against them. It's us against them. Either you with us or you with them. So you pick your poison, guys. I'm ready to unite. With the humanity, we're gonna unite and come together, and be happy together, man. I'm ready.
It's all about it's everybody. I want everybody to be successful, have successful exchanges, have do everything correct, and that's what we're here for. And what was I going to say? So, Chief, we got to figure out how I can get, because I'm going to have this special guest, which I want you on too. Like, how do we do? We got to talk about doing the three people so we can have, because I have the real estate agent coming
Stream,
on.
stream,
Yeah.
stream yard. I think you download
Yeah.
stream yard.
I want to bring
We can
Dr.
do the
Keo on again. Also, guys,
okay.
I'm looking into which, Chief, I'm gonna get you talking to this person. I want to get a person on. There's a thing right now they're doing. It's called Cryptex. And after the RV or before the RV, it's something that does anybody know who Cornelius Jones is on YouTube? You know who he is, right, Chief?
Cornelius Jones.
Yeah.
I've heard that name, vaguely.
Yeah, well, he's doing this cryptex that I want to bring somebody on to talk to you guys about as well. It's a good opportunity. But yeah, we have to get the StreamYard so we can I could start lining up these guests, and you know, so, and also there's going to be stuff going on for my private group for my members. Again, if you're a member, not a subscriber, but a member of my YouTube channel, please email me so you can get the link for the Telegram group, because that comes with your membership. If you're a member, please email so you can get the link, okay?
We got to be a member, guys, because we're gonna check it out. Got to be a member.
And thank you for everything. And I have to do YouTube, but I have to do it earlier, where I'm going to go through all the currencies and I'm going to show you guys what to look for on the features of the notes and everything like that. So let me figure that out, and let's see so I can give you a time, but I have to do it earlier so I can go through all that with you guys. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Chief, us, call me in a couple minutes. And
Okay.
my group I'll be in. I'll be in both groups, okay? Thank you guys. Love you guys. Thank you.
Ciao, guys.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.